Build Challenge. Today we're going to do the Chicago Bulls. So let me just get the timer up. Rules are the same as last time. I have 5 minutes from the first transaction that I make. Gonna make the best transactions that I can over the course of that 5 minutes to try to turn the Bulls into a championship team in one season. So we're gonna try and sign Chris Bosh. So we gotta get rid of somebody, and technically that's gonna be a transaction. So as soon as I release Antonio Blakeney, we can get started. Okay, so the timer starts now. We want to sign Chris Bosh. Okay, I still didn't do that, so that transaction won't count. I thought that releasing a two-way player would make a difference, but it does not. So we will release Kay Felder, and now we will start the clock to sign Chris Bosh. Okay, so now we have Chris Bosh in there, and the timer is starting. So all right, now we gotta try and do. The Bulls are in a tough spot. Lauri Markkanen, our best trade piece. So if we could trade Lauri Markkanen and Chris Bosh, what would that get us? Schroeder and Collins, Adams and Felton, Bender and Warren, Millsap and Harris, Lopez and Randall, Hardaway, Cantor, Waiters and Whiteside is what the trade that we're going to do. Oh shoot. Oh wait, do we get? Yes, I'm gonna do that only because Bam Adebayo probably has pretty good trade value himself. So let's do LaVine and Adebayo. Robert Covington and Dario Saric, that's pretty good. We'll come back to it. Lou and Harrell. Yeah, see, Adebayo's got 2.5 stars. Gordon and Capella is interesting, even though we just acquired Whiteside. I would actually rather do the Covington and Saric. Oh, fuck, I keep doing that. I'd rather do the Saric and Covington trade. So let's keep it going now. Let's try and flip Waiters and a first round pick to upgrade a position. Rudy Gobert doesn't really particularly help us. Rudy Gay. We can do this. Let's do this. Okay. Now let's flip Brogdon and Portis. Why can I not click on Bobby Portis? Oh, we get a little issue going on here. Okay. Bobby Portis and Brogdon. Okay. Who can we get for that? We can get D Rose and Jeff Green. That's possible. We can get Rodney Hood and Raul Neto. But nothing great here besides Hollis Jefferson. This trade's not terrible. Yes, it is. All right. If I add a pick, do we get any better offers? No. Okay. Let's just try trading Brogdon by himself and see what people are interested in. Get Rudy Gay, Clarkson and Kuzma. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to get Jordan Clarkson and Kyle Kuzma for Brogdon. 2 minutes left. You should be able to hear that that go off. So let's flip Portis and Dunn for hopefully some good bench help. Let's just do this. Let's just, because I like Marcus Morris, and then we get the pick with that too that we can probably trade. Let's try Middleton and that pick that we just acquired from the Celtics. get Brogdon and Brook Lopez, so we can bring Brogdon back. Yeah, let's do this actually. A weird way of doing things, but we were able to get Brogdon back, which helps us out bench wise. Hardaway. Oh, we can get. Yeah, this is gonna be that's a no-brainer trade for me there. Oh wait, what's the issue? Oh no. Oh no, we already traded Chris Middleton. Oh, I didn't even know. All right. Shoot. All right, I'm gonna have to pause the timer then for a second so I can figure out the trade issue. Usually, all you have to do is just trade like Paul Zipser for. I just do that, and then that registers that Chris Middleton is gone, and now I can start the process of trying to trade again. So let me put the timer back on. All right, and we're good. Okay, so we're looking around here. Get Reggie Jackson in first. Let's do this. And then 20 seconds left. Let's try and make a trade to flip Brogdon and that first that we just acquired. I'm running out of time. 7 seconds left. 7 seconds left. 7 seconds left. Let's just do this. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the team we were able to assemble. All right, we weren't able to acquire a shooting guard. Well, we had Middleton, but we traded him, and I wasn't aware of that. So Nuwaba is the starter. We could run a big lineup and do something like that. I know it seems weird, but we didn't trade a ton. And there's still people that could get minutes. I'd rather see a lot of Brook Lopez minutes. Or do we want to do something like this? See, the issue with my small forwards is they're all small forwards to power forwards, but we could run a lineup like this. Just make sure the starters get some extra minutes. Kuzma and Mirotic. Figure it out. All right. Not as good as I thought we were gonna be, but I still think we should make the playoffs as soon as we get chemistry up. And we win the first 2 games. Oh, well, we can't do any more trades, so we'll just disable those as a whole. We lose to the Cavs, beat the Hawks, lose to the Thunder. That's a tough loss to Miami. In a sim like this, you got to win as many games as you possibly can win. I do think we'll be in the playoffs, though I'm not too concerned about making the playoffs because the East is, always weak. Even with all the trades that we just made, the East is always pretty weak. So that's, good for the Bulls. We sit second in the Eastern Conference, actually, which is kind of wild considering we're kind of doing a lineup by committee. We're running Hollis Jefferson at that 2-guard spot because I had Middleton and I lost track of time and traded Chris Middleton and didn't realize that we didn't have another shooting guard on roster besides Nwaba. So we're kind of falling back into reality here. We're 17-13, but our teammate chemistry is getting up, which is good. That's how you win a lot of the sim games and whatnot. So pretty happy with that. A couple tough losses there. We sat 8th in the conference. We had 4th in a very difficult division. We got a little streak going on here, though. A little streak. And then we lose to the Rockets. And beat the Knicks, so that's good. I really like that Kemba Walker trade, but we had already traded Middleton, and the 2K glitch basically is like you can trade players that you already have traded in the past, but it won't ever go through. It just appears that they're still on your team and like that they're going for that the other team's trying to trade for them, but they're not a part of your team anymore. So we sit at 3rd in the conference, coming up on the All-Star break. We get a nice little 4-game win streak, 5-game win streak going on. I don't know if this is an NBA championship team, though. We'll take a look at the stats when the simulation is done. But 34 and 21 is a lot better than I thought we were going to be. Or 34 and 23 going into the All-Star break. It's a whole lot better than I thought we were going to be. So I can't complain about that, really. Still going here. We're in March now. Just don't stop simulating. All right. If we finish as the 5 seed, that's doable. I feel like I don't want to finish as the 1 seed. I don't think that we would be able to beat a team like us as the 4 seed in the second round. Keep toggling back and forth between 4th and 5th. Staying in 4th. Winning a lot right now, though. 5 in a row. Coming up on the final few games of the season. We lose to the Celtics, lose to Brooklyn, beat Brooklyn, and beat the Pistons. So we finished 4th. Stephen Curry is your NBA MVP. Lonzo Ball wins Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Lin, 6th Man of the Year. Andre Drummond, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved goes to Buddy Hield, and coach is Steve Kerr. These are your All-NBA First Team, All-NBA Second Team, and All-NBA Third Team. All-NBA Defensive Team, All-NBA Defensive Second Team, Hassan Whiteside. No rookies on our team, but we traded Markkanen to the Heat. Alright, so we're going to play the 76ers in the first round, and we get the winner of the Celtics and Knicks if we are to advance. So let's take a look at our team stats. Alright, Reggie scored 19.3 a game, 5 and 7. Pretty good season for Reggie. Hassan Whiteside, good. Lopez, good as well. Marcus Morris stepped it up, had a pretty good season. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson playing out of position, didn't do all that bad. Dario Saric was good, Kuzma was good, Mirotic was good, and Swanigan get a little bit of action, and Nwaba. So let's take a look at the playoff bracket. We'll simulate it 1 game at a time. We beat them in game 1, beat them in game 2, lose game 3, win game 4, win game 5. And the Celtics and Knicks are tied at 2 apiece, so let's simulate to this current round. And the Knicks move on. All right. That changes things a little bit. I'll take it 1 game at a time. We win game 1. We lose game 2. We win game 3. We win game 4. We win game 5. Oh, okay. And we just simulated the playoffs. So the Wizards get by the Cavs. Oh, all these upsets are making it a much more manageable ride to the NBA Finals. So let's see if we can get by the Wizards. We lose game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. We win game 4. We win game 5. Interesting. So we're playing the Warriors in the NBA Finals. I didn't think we were going to get here. We lose game 1. We lose game 2. We win game 3. We win game 4. We win game 5. We lose game 6. All right, let's simulate this one with Simcast. All right. We're winning. 5:59 left in the fourth. We're up by 6. And we win. The Chicago Bulls are the NBA champions. Reggie Jackson is your finals MVP with 20.1, 7.7, and 3.6 rebounds a game. Not a team I thought was going to win the championship due to the fact that we didn't have a shooting guard, but we were able to pull this team together and we were able to win some games. See how we did as a team. In the playoffs, Jackson averaged 18, Whiteside for 18, Lopez for 14, Saric for 12, Morris for 11, House Jefferson for 11, Kuzma for 10, Mirotic for 9. Pretty on par with what we saw for the season. Alright, so thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more dope rebuilding videos where we take teams and we'll flip them and we'll make them an NBA championship just like you saw with the Chicago Bulls. I'm out. Peace.